Hi everybody, Todd Helms from Eastman's. Out here at the range today to bring you a review on the Vortex Viper HS LR. One of the things that I love about this particular scope is it blends key features across the spectrum of hunting, long-range shooting, and shooting in general.
Down to just about freezing.
Some of the things that I love about this scope and that make it a great crossover from a long-range scope to a hunting scope are the tactical turret. It gives me more elevation adjustment than I could ever need. I may not ever take a shot at 1,000 yards on an elk or a deer, but knowing that I've practiced at 1,000 with this scope, I can dial my elevation, and I have capped windage on this side. I can dial those things in and practice all day long at those extreme ranges. That just makes the hunting situation all that much more of a slam dunk. When I get a 300-400 yard shot in the field, I have the confidence to make that clean kill. You can see I've got my dope chart here for this particular rifle taped to the stock. I can pick my yardage on my dope chart after I get a range, and I can dial my turret if I need to. For example, the bull elk I killed last year, he was stepped out in a spot where I had plenty of time to get a yardage, reference my chart, and dial the exact yardage for a very, very precise bullet placement on that bull. The nice thing about this particular scope is the crossover, because I've got the chart that corresponds with the turret, but I've also got the BDC Dead Hold reticle in the scope. In more hurried situations where that bull may not stand there very long, I have time to get a range, get in the gun and make the shot. I have corresponding hash marks, and that's a really, really nice feature of the scope. Some of the other key features that I really like about this scope is that it's not particularly long. Now I do have the sunshade on it today, and it allows me to shoot it into the sun. And honestly, I find myself using that sunshade more often than not. And I really like that because it cuts down glare. The lightweight properties of this scope really lend it to a hunting rifle. This particular rifle that I have here is quite lightweight. It's also a fairly compact scope. It's right around 14 inches long, but that's without the sunshade. And so I don't have a huge piece of glass on an otherwise lightweight rifle. I also have a side adjust parallax adjustment here that makes it really quick. If I'm a little blurry and my sight picture isn't what I want it, I don't have to reach out to the end of the objective to adjust it. I can dial it right up on the side so I'm crystal clear. This scope has amazing eye relief, which in a hunting scope is key because you may not always be able to get exactly tucked in and have all day to make a shot. It's a nice open eye relief box, and I've got plenty of wiggle room there to spare. I honestly haven't found a scope that I like better for this application. That's why it's sitting on my primary hunting rifle. So wrapping it all up today, I'd really, really strongly recommend the Vortex Viper HS LR. This particular model is a 4-16x50. Great, great crossover rifle scope for those of you who like to shoot long range, but need a hunting setup as well. Give this one a look. Don't forget to subscribe to Eastman's YouTube channel. That way you're always in tune with what we're doing here at Eastman's, and you're gonna get more of these great gear reviews. Till next time, see you in the field.